This may come as a bit of a shock, but I have zero idea what's actually going on here. Yeah, been a bit of a minute, as it usually tends to be. To be honest, now hopefully the volume isn't too loud. I can only hope I'm not getting completely drowned out here, but we'll find out as soon as anyone shows up, I suppose. Not that these particular ones have been of any insane quality anyway, but okay. So let's continue on with trying to get this thing done. I'm assuming there were more planes about to spawn in. Okay, that one. Whatever, that one disappeared. Alright, research shuttle. Do we even have anything to send? Yeah, I've got a couple of these things. Send that. Got anything over here? Not anything that's gonna put any particular dents in it, but we can try sending some of these. Maybe they'll down one of the UFOs, who knows. Alright, take that 100%. Now, technically speaking, this has landed. It's constructing something. 83 seasons, holy crap. 28 xenomorphs. See, here's the thing, though. We can still delete that. So there we go. Got a couple people on the Apocalypse Skies. Just get that over there. Go ahead and despawn that mission if you could. It's a nice thing about them sending in the Mothership Wave. Basically means we can just do this. Still sucks about that one battleship from earlier. Because technically speaking, that would have had a Praetor on it. But, I mean, whatever. It went how it did. Such is life. So I'm hoping to get this one wrapped up within the next few parts. I know I've been saying that for like a dozen or more parts now. It's just the run that never ends. Honestly, I don't know. Phase 3 and 4 I'm not a huge fan of. Not in terms of the difficulty, because it feels like you don't get to the meat of the difficulty as often. Like, I don't know. Feels like it just kind of slides off and sloppily slaps onto the ground if something goes wrong. Kinda would be nice to see a bit more going on there, but oh well. Alright. What was I looking for here? Oh yeah, so... Ooh, update to Fell Seal. Is that by chance the update? No. Dang it. I'm hoping to have this done before the Fell Seal DLC hits, basically. Okay, Praetor present. So we'll do what we can, I guess. I mean, standard rockets do a single damage. That's something. Alright, this guy can't even fire. You can. Nice. Neat. Okay, we're gonna leave now. Alrighty, fascinating. Well, that landing suddenly disappeared. What are these guys up to? Bomb and run. We can send some stuff after it, see if maybe it has any better luck. Realistically, it'll bounce off. If anything happens, like if this accomplishes anything whatsoever, then we'll go ahead and do something there. Actually, you know what? I wonder if we manual this one, we can maybe get something out of it. Because I'm theorizing here that with all their stats being lowered due to the easier air game setup, there might be potential for some shenanigans. See, all this one has to do is shove a bunch of missiles out there. It's gonna go down one way or another. What I want is to drag it over this way, so... The question is... And I need to get pretty close here. How much do these sonars actually do to them right now? Quite a lot. Yeah, that one basic sonar pulse was enough to put one of them to 48. Yeah, there we go. That was almost enough to do it. So, you know, we actually can do a mothership then. And yeah, I know, like, it feels a bit cheesy, and I don't like doing it this way. But, really, once you get to Phase 4, it's just, I don't know, it just grinds to such a halt that I don't really feel bad about it right now. I really just want to get on with the actual fights, not, like, get gear checked for the air game over and over. Because I think we've kind of made that point already, that this can be done. Just yeah, a little bit tedious right now. All right, first one goes in. This one's gonna have a little bit of a problem. Nice, there goes the first one. And they're all almost toast. So I think what I'm going to do is actually have this one get out of here so we have that focus lens for later. These two are just going to bum rush this guy because all they got to do is get a couple quick attacks on it and we're done here. And there we go. It's done. While I doubt this guy can get out, it's worth a shot. Run! Aw. Just barely. Out of curiosity, did any of those hit? Yeah, 4%. So yeah, they're doing 1%. It feels like they're doing about the same, give or take. But with all the rest of them going in, there's always the possibility that this could work. This is not true. This is actually technically considered a formation. A murder would be a bunch of crows, thank you very much. Yeah, this is actually working pretty well. Just barely dodges it. I can't even tell what direction he's facing right now. And another just barely dodged. Okay. Odds of him getting out basically non-existent, but worth a try. Whew. Yeah, fitting to have the Armored Core music in the background here, jeez. I mean, this is basically every Armored Core scenario in a nutshell. But okay. Yeah, you know what? Some of these, downing some of these is still a bit of a thing, so... Not bad. Not bad. I can honestly say that this is actually still interesting. And that was kind of my worry here, that as soon as we got to this point, you know, stuff would stop being interesting. Which yeah, unfortunately was kind of the case for a little while, but yeah, turning on easy air game seems to solve that problem pretty well. Yeah, I feel like these guys' health is, like, it feels like their attack is nerfed, but their health isn't. Come on, fire your last shots. I don't know if these things have any minimum range or whatnot. So that one's out. Might as well speed it up. Actually, wait, 27. You know what? This thing's mostly xenomorphs, so that's actually doable. Huh. Wonder if we can force a repair landing. Yeah, at this point it's worth sending everything else out. Because that one we can absolutely get down. Especially if we get like Doomsday Zone and stuff in there. Send all of it. It's alright, worst case scenario comes back anyway. Hi there, Ventos. How's it going? Is the sperm simulator? Get that egg? I mean, it's not terribly far off. They're kind of trying to bend the entire world over. It's kind of the general gist of the game. But yeah, no, this is essentially a challenge run from forever ago that just refuses to end. Right. Alright, so we'll see if all these micro missiles are going to be enough to do anything good. Yeah, there we go. Fighter doing a good job keeping its thing protected. And it looks like we aren't going to land most of these missiles, interestingly enough. That almost never happens. So much glow going on here from all of them, I can't even friggin' tell where he's going to fire. Alright, hopefully that's well-timed. Well enough, anyway. Yeah. That's fine. He only had plasmas on him. So 33. I mean, I think we have like a dozen more jets flying at this thing, so it's doable. Still technically winnable. Now let's see here. Research Corvette, mostly Xenos. We don't really need that. So airstrike that. I feel like we had a shuttle somewhere. And a dreadnought. Actually, wait a minute. Can you guys down a dreadnought? So it should be one tier below this, I think. Yeah, this one of these ones. Well, let's take a look. Let's see what happens here. So, curve formation for these guys. Let's take a left roll, go this way. You can take a right roll, go this way. Interesting. Okay, so that micro laser will apparently keep hitting anyway. It's not like the other one. It's actually got tracking on it. So I don't know if that's supposed to indicate that it's homing with this thing or some such? Interesting. Okay. How much is this doing? Surprisingly, if that's doing that much already? Excuse me, Mr. Braxton, what are you growling at? Oh, is somebody existing outside? Sit. Stay there. Alright. Dual Corvette spear cannons might be alright. Yeah, this thing's weird. If I can get the focus lens on here, that might do some good. I mean, this thing seriously does seem like a tracking laser. It's not actually doing any damage. Yeah, this thing, yeah, it does 4 per shot. Not bad at all. And the mines haven't even hit yet, so if we drag it over this way... I mean, looking at it, I'm not even sure what the point of this thing is. That's a bad turn. Alright, gotta keep it spinning. There we go. That's all mines delivered. First squadron gets 44%. That's not bad at all. And yeah, I think that little mini laser is doing like 1 damage or something. I'm actually not sure how you're meant to avoid that aside from really high armor planes or something. Right, anything to send here? Not particularly. Southern Expanse is some. See if maybe they can finish that off. Alright. Alright, 35%. Unlikely to be downing that one. Unless we got an auto-resolve off the Doomsday Zone or something. Yeah, this could work. Oof, that's pretty meaty right there. Not bad at all. So they're all going to charge forward. This one can't take any shots, so I'm going to have to do it a little bit fancy. Crap. Mess that up. There we go, at 70%. Might as well speed it up, they're not making it out. Alright, so here's how we do this. This one goes in first, and this one goes in behind him. Kinda wish there was a tail function, to be honest. What are you doing? Why are you not following my instructions, sir? Well, wonderful. For some reason they decided to turn the wrong direction, so we'll see if this works out. Looking likely, and yeah, I think that's going to be a win right there. Nice. So that crashes into the sea. It'll be like $500,000 in profit off that. Right, singularity missiles. Finish off all research here. Yeah, realistically, I'm not going to use those. Right, so it seems to auto-aggro to whatever's closer. So you slice it up this way. Alright, so those two are gonna head out. Oh, one sec. Alright, well that's kind of annoying, but hopefully it gets somewhere a little bit closer. Maybe it sticks around for a while. Whatever it's up to. Is it within scanning range now? Yeah, ground attack robots, and I need one of those. So yeah, it's a massive one. But at the same time, it seems like it probably doesn't have that many for some reason. Nah, it's already gone. Alright, so first off, let's see. Gotta make some stuff, gotta hire some stuff. I think we need to go back to sorting people by bravery, because it kind of seemed to do the job. There we go. Solid there. Now manufacturing-wise, what do we got going on? 25 people not even doing anything right now. Yeah, just put everybody on all of these. That'll be fine for now. So yeah, Singularity rockets were the ones going on these. Dandy. Let's go with the egg for that one. Alright, so it looks like we've got 2 Sentinel suits. This guy's stats are actually getting up there, so we'll give him the other Sentinel suit. Which is weird. He's actually survived 5 missions. That's been quite a thing lately. Anywho, we'll get a new team assigned on here. Oh, this guy's been on some stuff. Actually, a few of them have been on some stuff. Maybe not everybody's a completely dead rookie. I don't know how we're even doing alloy-wise, since it's apparently the only resource that matters. Play some Distant Worlds? I don't actually know what that is, to be honest. And I've already got enough stuff on the plate right now. Because we've basically, like, right now I'm trying to wrap up this run. But then we've still got the level 1 run of Tactics Ogre, we've still got the 1 Vision Solo. Pretty soon, gonna have the Fell Seal new game plus no future mode and all that kind of thing. We're gonna have, well, have a few to finish off there. Still have to finish off Chimera Squad at some point, but we'll see how that goes. All right, yeah, this one has been going on. Seriously, I think it's over a year now, so would be nice to have it done finally. Oh, 43 allies. Okay, I guess we're actually doing pretty alright as far as that goes. Oh, that rail minigun will eat a lot of those. Alright. Anyway, moving on. Extreme Smoke Grenade, Neato. Not going to give us anything useful. So basically what we need is either one of those pink robots, or we need a battleship to go down. Plasma Flamethrower's done. Neat. Alright. Can I make any Predator suits? I feel like I should be able to. And then 1 Direwolf suit. Let's see, 9 hours for that Predator, sounds good. Now I know I've been like talking about how I think the Direwolf's pretty useless, but I've got a couple characters that might be alright for it. It's at least worth a try. Alright, rail minigun's finished. Put these guys on these ones. Alright, so who's getting this thing? Yeah, I feel like this actually has to go to 5 mission guy. Or maybe even this guy. This guy's got high strength, high health, high everything. You know what? Yeah. You are going to be our rail predator. That sounds really wrong on so many levels. There you go. Go ahead and take your Bozar. You're legally not a Bozar. Oh man, this thing's ammo takes some friggin' bulk though. Not a fan of that. Alright. Alright, there we go. Yeah, that's... Ugh. I'm not sure about this thing. Like, I know it's the tier 1 variant of it, but dang, man. Let's see. Next off map line 5, Warzark. Okay, let's see. Order vs. Chaos stuff, surprised never heard of it. I'm fairly certain I have, I don't know. Oh, if it's a 4X thing, that's probably why. That's probably why I've seen it but never played it. I suck at 4X games, man. Which is weird, because I play a ton of different strategy games and things, but just 4X does not stick in my head for some reason. I mean, I've tried to get into Sword of the Stars, like, I don't know, a dozen times now, and I absolutely love the setting, I love the hell out of the pit, but man, I cannot get into that game. It's weird. Alright, this guy's been on some missions. Yeah, we'll give him some... We'll fully deck out people once we're ready to go. Alright, Direwolf is finished. Alright, what else can we make? How good is that SMG? Okay, kinetic 50, mitigation of 7, has 40 shock, that's not bad. Kinetic 90 with 10 mitigation. I feel like the pistol is actually worth doing. So let's check our mag SMGs here. Or mag pistols, rather. Yeah, 60 with 25 mitigation. That's actually going to be more useful overall. Yeah, I think we're gonna make a Mag 3 pistol. By the way, the music's not too loud, is it? Alright, we don't have the ballistic chorus for that. Wow, these things are cheap to make. How have I not made these? Huh, okay. Well, I guess let's disassemble some stuff here. Alright, does any of this give ballistic cores? No? Neat. Alright, that gives fibers, that gives more fibers. Do none of you give ballistic cores? Unfortunately, yeah, stuff's a little bit faster lucky right now. They're Vindicator, that's what we're looking for. Fortunately, we haven't really taken many of their UFOs and or annihilated them in quite a while. So much for that. Okay, well, at least take 4 of those, I guess. At least make some energy cores, maybe make some miniguns or something. Wave cannon is finished. Okey-doke. These ones give a pretty good return. And then at some point, I think we actually want to go take this base here. I think there's actually a pretty okay chance with the gear that we've got that we can, like, directly take it. Yeah, you know what? This lady's got time units for days. You're going to be our Direwolf user. just go with that. Why not? Because yeah, for the armored guys, they should be nigh immune to whatever's in there. Yeah, for that we're gonna go with the rail pistol. Actually, that probably would be a pretty good test run for the rail pistol. Rail pistol, there we go. It'll take my day, unless it doesn't. Might be a nice, happy win that we're finally looking for. Alright, Ion Heavy's finished. That's finished. Now you go ahead and put the rest in the Singularity rockets. And now we should be able to use a mix of cheese rockets and miniguns to absolutely shred that base. Alright. Man, that's heavy. Why's it gotta be so heavy? That's fine, we'll just give you a third gas launcher, I guess. I mean, pretty much as long as it's anything except Androns, we're fine. So we just won't take an Andron base. Simple enough. So, okay, medium shield looks like no, light shield looks like barely. Neat. See, this is the problem with this stuff. Like, I get the idea, it's, you know, it's higher end stuff, but the lower end stuff doesn't hold up nearly as well as you'd kind of expect it to. Like, it just completely it doesn't even mitigate anything at this point. Like, stuff just goes right through without any issues, so... it's kind of dicey. Anyway, that should work, hopefully. Everybody else has all the medical stuff. You got the super minigun, you've got this thing. It's like, I just assume it's a camel pack full of morphine or some crap. Camel pack full of morphine. Alright, load you all up. Load you up with one of these. A couple more rockets, because why not? Get all that spare ammo packed up. I'm thinking we'd bring a few extra things here just in case. Okay, we got another Sentinel suit. This guy's been out on missions before. We can go SMG and shield on this guy. Did we win Mermay? That is almost 100% guaranteed to be a failure. I was saying that yesterday. Was thinking about it after the fact. Like, there is some prep I could have done to make it a lot more likely to succeed. But yeah, no, KOL was gonna all boil down to as soon as one move goes wrong through the entire run, it's gonna go completely haywire, because they've got no staying power. But that did go relatively okay. Like, honestly, I was expecting to have it get to Astoria and then just die there, but oh well, you know, we almost got there. It's fine. With OB, with MOTBQ, that's like guaranteed fail. No questions asked. But largely that's because we don't... Well, actually, how do I put this? It's kind of a permanent limbo. Because I set up the teams wrong. So, essentially, we can repeatedly keep going with those units. But there's no lose condition. There's no... Like, I tested it. There's no main character to actually lose. So it can never end. So I'd actually like to do those separately. Like, just set them up as their own thing at some point. Armored Core, the one series where "Do You Doies" is apparently a music. Yeah, final boss theme there. Yeah, let's give you a rifle, I guess. But yeah, right now we might be very... Well, we're not actually necessarily losing even. I don't even know what you'd call this. We're doing stuff. Alright, I'll bring some of these along, some of these along, some of these along. That should do something. Because right now we're going into a base that we should completely out-level everything. But yeah, how are you doing today, Mr. Vale? Alright. So I'm actually going to save this before it goes in there. The reason that I'm saving it is to reload what's in the actual base. I can just go in there, leave, and come back. The main reason that I'm not doing that is simply because it would involve redoing all the rocket launchers and all that kind of thing. This is just a convenience thing. The game automatically reloads what's in the base every time you do this anyway. Alright. So we've got this layout even better. So actually, I'm not even going to do anything serious here. Let's open the door. Open second door. What's even in here? I just want to make sure it's not Androns. It's okay, that's not Androns, that's fine. Hanging in there, tired, just killing time for a bit. Alright. Fair enough. We're here killing bug things. Yeah, we got robbed this morning, by the way. It's kind of random. But yeah. Also, interestingly, this door is actually open. That almost never happens. Although I guess it's the base layout, so why not? But yeah, so this morning we my wife goes out to her car, and yeah, sure enough, somebody broke in last night. For of all things, all they seemed to actually take was phone chargers. Like, it's kind of weird. Not really sure why you'd do that, but oh well. Like, not even particularly good ones either. I'm just annoyed because it's the one USB 3 cord that we had. It's like, right, at least they didn't take the card. Yeah, I mean, what I don't get is if they were looking for anything money related. I mean, there was a card in there. There was what's it? There was. Sorry, brain's not working today. I mean, there were cards in there. There were masks, sanitation stuff that was never opened. Like, there was stuff if they wanted to take stuff. It just weirdly enough they decided no, we're here exclusively for these 2 charging cords. But they dumped out all of the kids' bags. They went through all of the like car registration and papers and manuals and stuff, threw it all over the dang place. Just made a big ol' mess. It's just douchey. On the plus side, it's one of the few cases you get to call somebody douchey in a police report, so I guess that's something. Alright, so let's make sure everybody's good on weight capacity here. No, you're not. Now, realistically, this base isn't even the threatening one, it's just one that might turn into another fortress. And we have a chance to get some resources out of this. See, I need to charge my Switch so I can play more Animal Crossing more than I need a new car. The Thief, presumably. Yeah, I guess. I mean, okay, so they didn't have the key, so realistically, I don't know, you know, whether they could have stolen the car in full disclaimer, but still, I mean, they were in there. There was a credit card sitting right there. There was, like, I know I'm fairly certain somebody can do stuff if they take your registration, but thankfully they didn't take that. But I'm still confused as to why do it in the first place. Again, my only annoyance with it is that my old phone came with a different type of charger, because the USB 3 phones and all that kind of have a bit of an annoying thing with their chargers that in order to get a USB of it, you got to specifically go out and get one instead of it just coming with one, because reasons. But anyway, so what they did was more annoying than anything, but oh well. So gonna have to go back and replace that at some point. Alright, so first turn, standard first turn stuff. We're gonna line up. Got both doors blocked. Shouldn't have teleporters. See who needs a credit card when turnip prices are up to 500 bells. Ah, man. I guess. By the way, actually, speaking of fun notes of Animals Crossing, last night I was going and, you know, the kids had finished up their bath and everything else, and I was cleaning up the toys, and usually I have my daughter go and clean the toys after herself, but they were tired, so I just let them go to bed. So, anyway, I'm going and cleaning up all these toys and everything, and I pick up this loofah, and I'm seeing that something's moving in there, so, you know, I drop the thing, I'm thinking, like, okay, here's this giant spider I'm gonna go step on. So I'm going. I got my foot back and everything, and I'm looking at it like that is a friggin' huge spider. What is that thing? And out of this loofah comes its little pinchy claws, like this crab that's been. So we call him Mr. Scuttles. He's been technically part of the fish tank for a long time now. I mean, all the other crabs died. This guy just refuses to go down. This is the one that we got a bunch of feeder fish for, and funnily enough, the feeder fish are still alive. All the crabs died. So there's that. Um, but, uh, but yeah, so this little crab is just running around in there. He gets bored of the fish, so he goes and hides in their filter. Apparently, he adventures around their bathroom. The little crab gets around. All right, so this should shred this guy. Oh, like butter. All right. Next door, please. Also, actually, need to reset the music here. So that's all of Armored Core 3 soundtrack. Let's go for... Ooh. Are we going to restart? Yeah, no, I think we're going to go for AC2s now. That's a little loud. There we go. That's sounding pretty good. Oh, hang on one quick moment. The child demands snacky action. Just a moment. Alrighty. And back. So are we still low on points? Heck yeah, we are. Alright. So let's get the squad rolling in. Now, let's see if they got any... I don't think they got any morale benefit out of that. But we should be solid. Like, I'd figure with a 2 minigun push and the other stuff, we should be able to take on about 2 to 4 things at once. Something along those lines. See? So, okay. Again, I think the end game of this would... Like, it wouldn't ever run into that frustration window if... I don't know. If, like, basic rail stuff or something only cost cash, or something like that. I appreciate the logic where they're like, okay, you know, it takes less and less alloys the more you refine the design, and okay, that's cool, But I wish that cash had some thing to play here. This feels like we're swimming in the stuff with no benefits from it. Oh, hi there. Nice. Alright. Can this SMG deal with this one? So 25 to burst. Shame. Okay. Well... What are the odds this can work out? Not fantastic, it turns out. Alright, that's something. Well, you know, if everybody fell asleep here, it might not be the worst thing in the world, but... yeah, I think a couple units might get eaten. See, is there an ETA on the Felsteel DLC? I have no idea. They said that it's done. There was an announcement the other day that said it was done, and I kind of want to finish this before that run happens. Alright, all I gotta hope for is that they decide that they're injured enough to just run away. Alright. So there's that. Okay, so got this guy. Can't park him back here. There's a chance that that'll cause him to bait out getting attacked. Which actually wouldn't be a bad thing. Because I figure from their AI, they should probably seal this. One probably attacks, one probably runs away. Let's see what happens. Alright, that one's just falling asleep. Okay. Easy peasy. We're doing just fine here. Exactly! Let them take naps in cake! Which is funny, because apparently that quote is completely off. As in, for some reason it's portrayed as like they were in their late 20s and like, oh, let them eat all the stuff that we have, how do we not understand this? And instead it was like a 7-year-old or something, they're like, why don't we feed them cake, let's be nice. But, that's politics in a nutshell, ain't it? Alright, well that came pretty close to turning them a new one. Pop pop. Why are you so healthy? Alright. Let's pop you. Gonna leave them with 10 points. Hopefully that should be enough to end that one. Leaves us with one minigun. What's his reactions looking like right now? Negative 10. Well, that's likely to succeed, isn't it? Is this one bleeding? No. Alright, so no real worries there. Might have a grenade around the corner, but no guarantee that one. Morale's holding up pretty well. I think we'll just have all the unarmored guys go back here. Have one surprise launcher ready to surprise launcher. Probably crouch this one down in case something crazy happens. Because yeah, it should bounce off his armor. Should hopefully gain a get a reaction shot from that one. Reflex. Actually, if we put down their shield, they should have 55% chance to attack. Alright, let's do this. Yeah, he doesn't want to take another step. So he's probably best passed out. Ooh, hello. Okay, nice. It did attack. Interesting routing there. Alright, so pistol runs up, pop on that one. Actually, I think they have only one shot left, so probably pick up shield, run up, pop it, bop it, twist it, etc. This I don't understand why everyone doesn't have unlimited. Unlimited what? Yeah, there's one shot left. Okay. 6 shots apparently is not enough to kill anything that moves. But it is enough to finish off that one. Alright, so Dire Wolf is pretty good in her case. I can take a crouch and spray here. A little surprised that didn't suppress him. So you try to flank your way around that one. So his options are basically grenade or attack. One way or another, he's locked in right now. Can't retreat anymore. Set up a launcher here. Just in case he decides to go for the shoot option, let's go ahead and crouch it down. Alright. Looking good so far. Unlimited bridges! Yeah, apparently, I wonder if he actually ended up getting it. There was a thing on one of Rugdern's videos the other day, talking about plot bridges. It's like it's the one thing that Hugo never warned us about. Step it down right. How are you? Tired of promotion stuff for the story bundle. Forgot how much work it actually is to do social media and such. It's tedious, that's for sure. Nice. Alright. So he died, he got a dark cannon. I can actually go over here and peek out his corner a little bit. Should have some pretty nice cover if he goes right here. Alright, reload you, take this corner. There we go. Get you all reloaded. Looking good. I think that's 4 out of like 50. Actually, wait, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4. So 4 out of 50 so far. Not too bad. Five. I completely misread that. Misread it as social media can be a bear with pornos. I'm sure it can be. Oh yeah, by the way, so, Mr. Evan, your take on a situation here. So, last night ended up getting robbed, right? Somebody goes in, ransacks our entire van, and basically upturns everything in there. However, all they take are 2 phone chargers. Like, they leave a credit card, they leave, Wait, you can... What? I do it. like they leave a credit card, they leave paperwork, they leave everything else. You know, they leave masks, sanitation stuff, and other stuff that would be kind of valuable right now. But then, yeah. But then they go ahead and they take the phone chargers. Are they after something else? Like, why ransack the entire place for, you know, for frickin' chargers? They were right there in the open. Depends on which social media. Fair. Alright, let's get you up front. You're probably high. Maybe. I didn't smell like anything, but, I mean... I suppose it wouldn't necessarily smell. Alright. So I think now we're up to 7. Thinking possibly one easy route to do here would be to take the vent. See, did they break the windows? No. We're actually not sure how they got in. Because, I mean, I don't know if, you know, maybe she was tired yesterday and forgot to lock it, or if, at some point I hit the button randomly on accident, or if the kiddos grabbed one of the remotes and pushed it, who knows. But, thankfully, yeah, nothing was broken. It was just really bizarre. Alright, we're gonna give it another turn of staying still, waiting for the stuff to dissipate. Alright, that looks like a technician of some description. Someone tripped the lock to my wife's car and took 1 CD. They left a case of Arizona green tea. Wow. Wow. Sounds like a winner. Alright, let's get these two out of the way. And nuke it. Fantastic. That should sort out any other problems come down that hallway as well. I'm just gonna abuse magic ammo for this one. I know it's cheesy, but honestly I don't like this whole, like, this pistol has only 6 shots in it nonsense. It works in some games. I don't feel like it works for this one when logistics are a huge part of it. Considering that the individual magazines for it weigh more than the gun itself. Looking good. I mean, hell, speaking of funny carjacking stories, or theft stories, if that can be a thing, it's funny, growing up, my mom had fallen for this eBay scam, where somebody promised to meet somebody for a vending machine, because we had like a vending machine business at the time, and yeah, so she's like, oh man, this guy's totally gonna sell us a vending machine for like $500. Let's go to the middle of the ghetto to a random payphone. So we get to this random payphone in the ghetto, and sure enough, end up getting jumped. So anyway, the amazing logic of everybody involved, though. Like, I was Like, I was a little kid and I was asleep, so I was just there, like, gathering up my Game Boy and whatever else. These three guys are yelling and screaming to get out of the car. Like, hold on, stop rushing me, I'm trying to get my things. End up getting thrown out of the car without shoes. Like, oh man. The dumbest part was, they didn't even steal the car to steal anything, they stole it to go run it into something. Because, like, it was a Malibu, and I guess they were considered safe enough to just run straight into something, which seems... It seems like there's 100 better ways you can go and potentially injure yourself. But, okay. The weird stuff people get up to sometimes, I suppose. Everyone's gotta have a hobby. Alright, so our nice squishy rookies are doing okay here. Morale's looking alright. Minigun guys are looking especially happy right now. As is the Halo Magnum lady. I mean, to me this looks like the Halo Magnum. Kind of. Actually, I guess it's more like the Killzone gun, isn't it? Yeah, it's kind of like the Hellgas pistol. Because the Halo one's more... It's got that rounded top to it, so no, it's not the Halo Magnum. It doesn't have the chunk for it. Boy, I wish that these otherwise fireproof and gas-proof things let me walk through this stun gas. Ramming Chevys is a lot of fun. Yeah, apparently. Oh, what's this? It's your cat? Oh man, that's pretty cool. Did you eat all your eggies? No, I'm still seeing some eggies over there. Can you go finish, please? Finish your breakfast, please. Okay, thank you. Alright. Yeah, I can't actually tell if this is clear or not. Like, I think if Sentinel suits and power suits were actually immune to stun gas, which I realize is an in-game mechanic thing, like, the stun gas is a certain amount of rating against chemical. So since it counts, or not chemical, as gas, I forget if those are different or not, but since it's below that rating, essentially they would have to raise the armor rating in order for it to get through the gas, which the gas has to have a high value in order to get past the armor of enemy units, which, again, it's cool in the early phases. When it gets to this point, it feels annoying. Because this stuff is so effective, but we're just sitting here waiting for it to pass forever. So, a couple of ideas. I realized that this is well past the point that the mod's even being edited anymore. But I keep thinking a couple of cool ideas for the inevitable, you know, X Division 2 and all that kind of thing. Air-sucking grenades. I don't know if anybody's ever watched or played Deep Fear, which, I mean, it's an okay game with some unbelievably bad voice acting, so basically like Resident Evil. But there was a thing in it where you basically had grenades of different kinds that you would chuck into different rooms to affect their properties. And so one of them was basically one that you would suck all the air out of a room, or another one that would essentially put air into the room. It's a weird game, but actually got some cool mechanics. Anyway. Point being, that seems like it might be pretty neat here. Alright, so we got one green guy down there. I just need to make sure it's just him. Because he should be able to get shredded like nothing. Do some plank with him. Let's run you up. Get you in position to snipe. Hopefully that cat isn't being too loud, by the way. You guys hear loud robotic meowing? Alright. See how this turn goes. Oh, hello. Did somebody ask for a stun rocket? Very faintly? Okay. Yeah, I can't tell how sharply it would come through. It's one of our favorite toys. Alright, how can I do this? I think we're gonna just break the door down. Okay, I don't quite understand why she can't go here. For some reason she's prevented from running right here. Odd. Alright, so we're gonna block off that hallway. Suddenly we got our roundabout cleared out here. Got a ton of rockets ready to go. Oh, I see, I see. Okay, it's a trick of the map here. That's why I can't get through. Didn't quite see this guy, didn't quite see that railing. I thought it was already knocked down. Alright, so they should only be able to open up and take shots. Your shield is in good shape. Took 1 damage off that grenade. Oof. Heh. Alright. Nothing to worry about. Maybe it's very worrying. And I take it the 2 lizards were probably... Well, right now they're just running straight through doors, so that's annoying. That's looking pretty okay. Let's see what they do. Of course they nail a grenade away, wouldn't they? They don't miss. At least this time they opened the door, so points on them for that. Where's the music from? This would be from Armored Core 2. Actually, if you'd like the... Here, I need to wait for the turn to come up, but if you'd like the... I've actually been using this site to play him lately. But yeah, earlier we had AC3, this one's AC2. I would say 2, 3, Nexus, Silent Line. I mean, hell, they've pretty much all got amazing music, but those ones in particular stick out. Right. You got any medical stuff? No, you need to back up completely. Yeah, it is Mommy's iPad. We're not gonna touch it though, right? Yeah, that's not nice. Yeah, it's not nice. There's a spider? Where? There's a spider. I'd prefer there not to be a spider. Alright, so we potentially got a flash here if needed. Nice. Alright, hang on just 1 sec here. Alrighty, and back, and yeah, no problem. Yeah, the AC series has amazing music. Definitely some of my favorite. Alright, so they should be done there. There's very little they can do. And yeah, we're just gonna abuse magic ammo here. Like I said before, I just don't feel like going back and redoing it. It's been tedious enough. Like, I just want to get this run done. Alright, Dina, do you have a med kit? Technically, yes, and you need to use one, so... go ahead and get you over there. I'll just have you put it down or something. Alright, and another one goes down, and now we wait for more doors to happen. I'm thinking it might be worth trying to push with the tank right now. Mostly can just have it blow the doors open. Because it should be able to take any hits that could potentially come through here. And should pull attention away from anywhere else. Also, I'm not sure why it's chipping and chopping right now. Let's, why don't we go to the next one, huh? Better. Oh, hey, I think this is the, what's it? I think it's the, one of the, what's it? What mission is this? I'm fairly certain this is the satellite mission. Like where you go fight Doppelklein. I feel like Armored Core is one of those super weird settings that never gets the credit it deserves for creativity. Because it's got some seriously weird stuff going on, but it almost never gets any attention for it. Like, people think they've seen weird stuff in Dark Souls. Man, it started in AC way before that. And hell, before that, it started in Kingsfield and all that. Like, you think you saw some scary stuff in Solo, seriously, go play Shadow Tower. Like, as scary as the pinwheel skeletons are, their original version, I'm fairly certain the original version was the one actually from Shadow Tower. So imagine this scenario, right? So you're, basically imagine like Souls, but it's first person, like specifically DS2. That becomes relevant later, but so you're going through. Nice. Yeah, these things are shredding these guys like nobody's business. But okay, so you're going through, right? You're going through all this cavernous area, going, opening all these doors slowly, trying to explore this area. Got skeletons and crap coming out of the woodwork, stuff coming out of the walls, and yeah, suddenly you get to a hallway. And at the end of that hallway, there's a Mayan statue. Just a weird, like, indigenous-looking face situation on there. Kind of, what's that shape? You know where it's like a cylinder, but it tapers off towards the top? Something like that. Like a little bauble toy. And it's just there at the end of the hallway. And you take a few steps forward, and suddenly you just hear this vroom, 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 vroom. As this freaking statue starts awkwardly wobbling its way towards you at like 1,000,000 miles an hour. Like, oh man, that game's so weird. Oh, that crap made me jump like crazy the first time I saw it. Oh, great way to shorten your life expectancy by a few years, I swear. Alright, I'm confident that their armor can take any hits that these guys will throw out. Less confident that they can survive even a millisecond in this gas, though. you reload. And are you out of shots? Yeah. So, who's got a spare gun for you? Dina's gonna drop her rifle. You're gonna go pick that up. I don't expect you to do much with it, but at least you got something. Now, this guy's just gonna be our medic for now. It's looking pretty okay. Because I know we have 2 more knocked out around that hallway. Oh yeah? Can you bring that back to your brother, please? Thank you. Good job. Okay. Now, what's this guy got on him? Scorcher Heavy. Now, is this guy a techie or no? A warrior has a Vindicator. Okay. Fine, fine, fine. Get our miniguns through. And then we can have all our support launchers lining up along the back here. Getting ready. Ready for something. Who knows what, but it's definitely something. Yeah, I think the tank can safely push up on its own. Not gonna worry too much about that. Man, look at this. Look at that ace shot there. Up to phase 3, that's when the game feels good. Phase 4, not so much. And I don't feel like it's necessarily something that would get fixed from just weakening everything, you know? It just feels like everything went a little too far in different directions. Where it stops being believable, you know? Alright, wait 1 more turn for that stuff to dissipate. Alright. Sorry, I was reading something real quick. Alright, we see a dude. I think it's time to make him panic. Sup? Alright, can you flash that, please? Not quite. So we've got 2 guys in a mostly empty room. What about here? No, we're expanding a bit too far here. Okay, warrior, vindicator cannon. It's fine. I need to make sure that this corner is good. We'll put you about here. We'll put you about here. Alright, Can you give me a good snipe here? No. Alright, so she's gonna prep a shot. The rest are gonna pile up. You're also gonna prep a shot. It's pretty unlikely that any shots are coming from them in that direction. But the reason I did this, even if the tank goes down, I just want to make sure that that they're panicking, essentially. No, it's just going to resist. Okay. Sounds good to me. That's a miss. Unfortunately, it gets rid of 2 that were on the ground. That purple one looked important. You guys suck. Alright. So I'm thinking tank shot right there. Alright. Ah, nice! Okay. That's awesome. Even if it goes down, that was amazing. Alright, so he's taking some pretty harsh tile damage here. Alright, what do you got for me? Alright, not even a suppression. So they've already used up all their grenades here. So we're just gonna go right here because they're gonna try to take regular shots. Alright. This is getting a little messier, but I think it's still doable. Depends on whether they decide to attack here or not. Yeah, hopefully they just decide to hold there. Oh, we should be immune to the flamethrowers. Boom. Alright. What? That wasn't pink a second ago. Alright, get him back up, please. We're gonna go ahead and go over here. Yeah, realistically, that's all we got this turn. One guy is just turning around through the blasted wall in the door, like, oh crap, I'm out of here. How's it going? So far so decent. Got a nice easy base. So doing that. Guess what? Time for your dinner. It was pain! Alright. You got any shots here? Questionable. Hello. Goodbye. Yeah, he might take some flamethrower shots, but again, immune, so that should be fine. I know one ran around the corner here. I was gonna kind of gas this general region, but this works too. Right, just move you up here slightly. You probably just medicate yourself and get rid of this thing. Alright, one porter rookie after you. How's it? So far, so decent. Oh, did somebody... Oh man, that's sad. Well, goodbye, turtle. That's fine. That's fine. I was gonna say, did somebody volunteer to get completely vaporized, but unfortunately, that wasn't the case. So rude, so rude. Hello. Yeah, these corners in these places are weird. Alright, so general layout here. Pretty sure this vent goes to a reactor. So that means we should have more hallways down here. I just want to clear out this green area first. Now I'm gonna want him pulled back. Gonna want some rocketeers up here, though. As now we need to cover where the tank was. That's what those 3 rockets were there as a backup for earlier. Put you up here. Yes, man, how's stuff been for you? Being all safe over there? Anyway, morale's holding up alright. I'm thinking one of the gunny type tanks might be a little bit better than one of the shooty types. I mean, ideally, an AP variant would be the best. Just because of the weird properties they have. Alright. Good, good. Can hide you behind the tank before it despawns. Same with you. There we go, now we're cooking with gassy farts. So. Thinking priorities here, I need this secured. This is probably going to be a hallway connecting to here, I'd figure. Probably not based off the geometry, but we'll see. Yeah, let's see how this turn goes. Almost everything's opened up, going nearly back normal. Which country are you in? Just kind of out of curiosity there. It's like Netherlands or something, right? Denmark? Gotcha. Alright, we're just gonna shred that door down and then chuck a rocket behind it. Yeah, over in the States here, we're expecting a second wave and barely reopening. It's like the few places that have completely reopened start having issues. So, and we've still got the plague of people running around like, oh, how dare you tell me not to get sick? This is a free country. So, that stuff didn't help, but we'll get there eventually. Or, you know, as some folks over here call it the Karen apocalypse. Come to think of it, actually, out of curiosity, for you guys that are off in other countries, is that a thing in other places? Like the soccer mom with the permanent pissed off face and the short haircut that always talks to a manager, that always needs to talk to a manager and just like yells at retail workers nonstop as their full-time hobby. I mean, is that a thing in other countries, or is that just here? I have my own business and work alone mostly, so I haven't been affected very much. True. What kind of business you got, if you don't mind me asking? Let's check this room out. Oh, also, by the way, I had a few questions slash suggestions, mod-wise. Like, I know it's not being made anymore, but just kind of out of curiosity, as far as, you know, if a XDiv 2 happens to be in the pipeline someday. Say Germany has a grandmother version? I think I've seen that, actually, now that you mention it. Although I think that might have been more just the Eastern European version, which I'm only passively aware of because of some partial exposure to that community. Out of like a forced "you will learn your culture or else" situation when I was a kid. Wait, where are you guys again? Oh yeah, you're on the south side. Here, let's do that. Man, I don't know how it's been in other places, but when that mask law came down, people started getting shot all over the country. I mean, it got stupid. I mean, there was one, I kid you not, a few miles away from here, that somebody went to a dollar store and apparently, like, the lady got all pissed off that she was told to wear a mask. She went and told her husband and son, who came back and shot the security guard and then went to jail. 'Cause, okay. but yeah, it was, stuff got weird. Stuff got really weird. This is gonna age super bizarrely, by the way. For anyone in the future that might be looking at the video version of this, everyone had to wear masks for a while because everyone got sick. Well, not everyone, but there was a sickness going around. Wasn't great. Folks overreacted in terms of going to try to prove that it didn't exist for some stupid reason. Yeah. I don't know either. Lots of faith in humanity was lost over the course of this period. Alright, so this is probably going to go to the reactor, I'd assume. Because, yeah, the vent's right there, so that has to be the reactor. Now, is this a blowback door? Yes. And yeah, that's going to be the reactor room, so I think if we leave Rifle Guy watching this hallway, maybe send you over this way. Oh man, did Armored Core do the Sabaton thing before Sabaton? Like making a song out of your gunshot noises? how about... dang it. Frickin' bots. Why do I get so many bots? See, I'm a window washer cleaner on construction sites, but also do regular people homes. Gotcha! Gotcha. Sounds like it should be a nice, satisfying and calm business there. You already fired, you already did your thing. Construction never stops even during Corona. This is true. But I just hit Pants channel too. Yeah, I don't know. I figure they must be coming from the SRPG Discord or something. Because really, I don't know why else any bots would be here. You'd think they would be trying to sniff out opportunities, and this sure ain't one. Yeah, all of those crazy views you're gonna be getting from, you know, Xenonauts. Is there any good angle for you? It's like, I feel like this is super risky to put him here, but... I mean, this should be good cover. He might take an injury, but he can slowly cripple Tron away from there, I guess. Alright, good. We got a locked door. We got a spare rocket? Yeah, you've got plenty spares. Let's do it. I think we can safely say that's probably fine. Because they would have been by the door, if anything. Just gonna send the pistol there to go check it out. So then we're just waiting for this door to go down. At this point, I'm almost wondering if it makes sense just to have somebody run up and open it, and then just shoot at it from there. You know, your country's screwed when construction stops. I mean, it hit everywhere, but yeah, our construction did stop for a while. We only got back constructions and stuff like that around last week. Although part of it was just because nobody had resources for anything, because all of it was going towards basically putting out fires. Not to mention states then had to allocate extra budgets, because for some reason all of the protective equipment that the country was supposed to be getting, or that states were supposed to be getting, basically up above they decided to funnel that into businesses instead, who then sold it back to the states. So the stuff they were supposed to be getting for free, they suddenly had to pay. Because, you know, this is not even worth getting into. I'm so tired of it. Just imagine two sides. One side's view an idiot as a god, the other side's view the idiot as the idiot. That's all it sums up to. There we go, door's open. Rude. I love how he didn't fire at the guy with a minigun with -10 reactions. But that's the one that did it. Alright. By the way, if you thought, hey, Armor Core doesn't have weird music, yeah, it totally has weird music. Alright, let's see, the governor has pretty much had to smuggle masks down to Squid's locations under state guard to prevent feds from confiscating it. With the help of, yeah. Yeah, how messed up is that? For those guys outside the US, how messed up is that? The states have to literally use their sports teams to smuggle in protective equipment from doctors so that the government doesn't turn around and hand it over to companies to resell to the States at a boosted up price. What is that? Alright, I think we're gonna skip to the next track here. This one's weird. Which one is this one, anyway? Whatever track 19 is, it's that one. Oh, hey, it's the desert music. See, now, it would have been even crazier if they then got the football teams involved, which is like going and getting all those supplies for them on top of it. It's like suddenly the Raiders actually live up to their name. It's like, oh, in other news, today the Raiders showed up and raided a bunch of TP from a local Walmart. We're still out of TP in some places, by the way. It's still inexplicably difficult to get a hold of. Figure that logic. Got TV ads going on all the time like, oh, we're doing our best to keep you supplied with butt wipes. Please don't riot. Stuff is weird. Right, you're in shotgun mode. You're on go grab their stuff mode. See, do you have to wear masks in public in the States? Is it illegal not to wear them? Yes. Yes, although that hasn't stopped people from like being weird about it. As with everything else, it seems. I like to kind of explain what I mean there. Like, let's say at work there, right? Official policy is that everyone has to have a mask. Like, you need a mask to go into a commercial place. If you go to a park, it's fine. However, some people need to push it farther and farther and farther. I guess it makes them feel special. I don't know. But people constantly feel the need to keep pushing it. So, I mean, the videos have been pretty much endless of, like, angry soccer mom goes into local Walmart and keeps yelling at some random person at the cash register over how you're violating their freedoms, and oh man, you gotta go do all the research on their conspiracy sites on Facebook and crap. And, yeah. To be honest, it would feel weird about it too. No one wears masks here and haven't this whole time. But it depends, though. Because over here, you have to realize it's really densely packed with people over here, and you get folks that will get right in your face. Like, especially, like, I work retail during the week, for example, and there are people that will just come up, like, coughing and gagging up a frickin' storm. And it's like, oh, can I get the make and model of your car to go look up the part you need? Let me just get right, like, 3 inches away from your face and start coughing. Like, no. No, don't do that. Why do you gotta do that? It's just frustrating, and you can't tell who's coughing because they got a smoker's cough or, whatever else. Just, sucks. Just people are really inconsiderate as far as all that stuff goes here, and just generally obnoxious, so it's mostly that kind of stuff that makes it mandatory. Honestly, if there was any consideration given whatsoever in these kinds of circumstances, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't have been mandatory. Alright, found another one. Oh, this guy's about to have a bad time. I'm gonna put this one right here so he can take shots on the shield. They've got a single shot laser, so they're probably gonna only be able to take one shot, hopefully. Apparently masks are more accepted part of culture in the 1918s. Yeah, I think it was gangs or something that made them Made them less popular. I mean, I know masks coming out of, well... I'm trying to think if maybe it had anything related to World War I later on down the line there. Because I know beard culture changed, like it became a cool thing to have your beard shaved off because so many people came back from World War I shaved because they had to wear gas masks, but as far as face masks, yeah, I don't know. Alright, you drop your medkits. You pick them up. At least you will pick them up. And then that means the one guy that we have with the worst gun on the team is going to be the one guarding... This is going to turn out to be the final hallway here, so... Let's get everyone running down that way. You can probably go back and pick up your stuff. Yeah, that's not going to be the way to go. Alright. Next turn. Believe Dread Pirates caused the face mask bans. Well, that checks out. They'll take 3, they'll take 9. Where are they, though? There we go. So first, spray yourself, get rid of your bleeding. Then staple gun this guy back together. You're done bleeding? Good. Alright, we're good to go. I'm actually not sure if the AI knows when to use an AoE gun or not. Because it seems like when you use a shield, they will run up right to your face with a cannon. And gladly self-damage. And yes, I'm aware I had that guy run back for his stuff and then run over to it and then completely leave it behind. Oh, I didn't realize that... I didn't realize AC2 had an AC1 Garage remix. Where did that play? Oh, there have been some people with some pretty cool masks. I mean, there was one lady I saw that came into the store multiple times looking like one of the Black Stormtroopers from Star Wars, one of the like Imperial Trooper guys. That's pretty cool. Alright, sir, take whatever route you want. Get over here. Alright, now the worry is getting to the door before they can start filtering people out. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this shield guy go back to here. Go pick up our heavy shield. Oh, well, ain't you adorable? Goodbye. Nice. Sorry, we'll get them back up. That was intentional. Alright, so let's see. AC2 soundtrack's done. Let's have some ACFA. Yeah. Probably my second favorite menu music. Let's see, I understand some opening up, but seeing people go to water parks pretty much broke my brain for a day. I guess it depends on the state. Like over here, not the other day, but yesterday we went for a long walk. And went over to a park, not a water park, mind you, but went over to one of the walking trails. And sure, there were people around and everything, but everyone kept their distance. They technically had the park closed, but they had the sheriff patrolling around, looking to make sure everyone was doing their thing, tickets and all that. Like, I don't know why they... Well, I know why. There have been... Okay. On the protecting the weird federal side of things over here in the States side, they've been trying to rile people up into a panic pretty much every opportunity that they get. So they've basically been going around spreading rumors like, oh man, did you go outside without a mask, you get arrested, and stuff like that. No. They give you a warning, and then if you act like a complete imbecile, then they give you a ticket. Nobody's going around getting arrested for not having a mask. But, again, they're trying to set up this whole thing of like, oh, everybody's the enemy, you can only trust us kind of crap, so... Yeah. Oh, wow, does the rifle actually get to be useful for once? That's just gonna pass out, probably. Yep. Did they seriously stick all of them into one room? Huh. Welp. That's annoying. Alright, fixable though. Yeah, there's so much stuff that should be cool right now that isn't, which is pretty annoying. Alright, go back and get that Mega Shield. You're disarmed right now. Deal with that, deal with this. It's worthless. Okay, you just get right in its face. No problem. Still got a zombie to deal with, but that's fine. Wait, 2 enemies? Oh, no. Do you have another one? No, that's a problem. How about you give him one? Well, nice knowing you, Luke. That's annoying. They never keep those in reserve. What's that about? They usually just bum rush with these stupid things. They waited all that time to sneak bastards? Yeah, this is some Terror from the Deep crap. What the hell? And Terror from the Deep, that stuff. Which, by the way, speaking of, for June, it's Game of the Month for June, so we're gonna be doing some of that. Pasted. Alright. Alright, well, go pick up Zombie Man stuff, I guess. So, okay, quick things, Ben. Are there any edits whatsoever still going on for this mod? Like, is there any chance of anything, like, getting added in? Because I keep thinking there has to be some function for, like, for cash helping out in some way in the endgame here. This feels like we're absolutely swimming in the stuff, but at the same time, it's not really doing anything, you know? Alright, so we'll get him patched up next round. Go ahead and reload and go up here. Like, I keep thinking this, like, this as compared to, let's say, like, Age of Empires or something like that. Yes, completely different games, but they go through similar phases. But, like, in terms of, there's no trash units, per se, except for, like, the hunters with singularities and stuff like that. But, it's like, I keep wondering if I'm missing something, or if there is something to fill that role. Be participating in Terror? Sweet. Still the best one? Man, the boat... Let's see. Sharon did update in March and April work in progress version? Oh, I never saw that. Huh. Here, let me go check that real quick. I guess we're not playing on the latest version. But yeah, I was hoping to wrap up this particular run before then. Since Mermaid turned out to kind of faceplant. I will go back and redo that one, though. Because yeah, that's a really fun run, but I really flubbed it in that last part there. Alright, so we're gonna need a medic run here. So it's probably gonna be this room, then a hallway into the final room. It's a nice thing about bases. You can usually clear out the sides, and then you have one clear objective to get to. We're just taking 9. Please staple gun them back together. It's like so yeah, like I kept having a hard time trying to describe what it was that was bugging me about Phase 4, and I think it's just that sudden dissonance, which I don't know if it's because of the way that I'm playing it, or you know, if it is something that just was kind of missing, so to speak. Like, where it feels like there's no, I guess, catch-up trash. That's why I've been using the rocket glitch and stuff like that. Alright, let's see. But what's needed is to be able to build alien allies and manufacture. 5,000 per ally would be fair, or 10,000 doesn't... Agreed. Like, hell, friggin' like 20k per alloy I'd still pay right now. It definitely would be the thing to fix it. Because I keep feeling like, well, like we're running into shortages of alloys that we're then having to counter by sitting and taking down planes over and over, and, you know, then you just get into that grind mentality, and the grind is not the fun part. Alright, leaving one open. Hopefully it's fine. I'm assuming they're on full defensive right now. Alright, give me my shield. Get this dinky thing out of the way. Pick up that beef. Come to think of it, is the super shield... Is that heavier, or is that lighter for Sentinel users? Because I can't help but notice that they seem to always have space for it, while they don't have space for the medium shield. But yeah, another thing I was thinking, like, there's a ton of like light fibers and stuff like that available at this point. It'd be kind of cool to have the option of making just a Gambazin suit or something like that. Just like, say, make it 100k and I don't know, like or hell, 50k, something like that. Just something expensive. And it gives you, like, just one type of protection or something like that. Just something cheap to hand out, because if... Well, like you said, the alloy thing would basically solve it. I just really wish I had something to give to the rookies at this point. Alright, so we got 2 doors, weirdly enough. Can we rush this door? We can get... Well, actually we know that's probably going to be clear. Going to want to rush that. Yeah, let's put you there. Alright, can just make it. I'm assuming there's going to be enough range coming from the other way that they would target anyone who's over this way. So we'll just set up something like this. Might potentially bait a grenade. A bit of a problem for Maria here. Put her here, might be somewhat safe. Should look good. Is there like a quick and dirty way to patch in a an alloy manufacturer? Because all I've done at this point is switch over to easy air game for that same result, more or less. Just because I got really tired of doing the same air game over and over and over. See, what I've done with my game is 5 to 10 times more alloy when UFO DSBs and getting alloys from Androns too. Good call, actually. That actually gives a good reason to fight Androns in the late game. Because there's zero reason for me right now, aside from that one pink guy that was identical to everybody else. And it seems like most folks have the opinion that there's no reason to fight Androns at this point. Oh, shoot. Well, that guy got one hell of a lucky spray. Oh, man. Goodbye, though. I mean, fair enough, that was a proper tear from the deep door. God, man. TFTD containers, though. Oh, that fun. That fun when you suddenly see an open door in the middle of a boat. Like, oh, crap. Suddenly, everyone's in danger. I'm in danger. Alright. Alright, I am gonna need to take a quick second here, because I think my son has to go to the bathroom here, so gotta go, make sure he doesn't have an accident. So I think after this round, we're gonna go ahead and do that. Alright. Alright. So let's watch that turn, and I will be right back. Alright, and back. Alright, looking so far so good. Let's put you up here. We'll eventually want the wolf armor on the door, but for now, let's get you. Alright, Butler, go ahead and pick up your fallen comrade's still warm rockets. And carry on. Because yeah, this game is definitely way more fun when you don't have to worry that you'll get starved for resources that the rest of the world clearly has. Like, man, I was almost wondering why there isn't a monthly income of some of those resources. Like, apparently Xeno 2 is actually planning to do that, where you get, like... I forget exactly how they phrased it, so don't quote me on this, but apparently they'll give you a monthly income of some sort based on what you've researched. So, like, you know, the local governments and stuff like that are shooting down UFOs, so you're getting access to some of that. See, in the game config file, there's a code about item debug mode. Just change false to true, and it'll let you increase anything you want in the store menu, even things you haven't researched yet. Huh. Interesting. Handy, handy. Need to keep that in mind for the future. But yeah, right now just kind of bumming it with the easy air game thing seems to be doing the trick. I figure it's probably going to be enough to get through the game and all that. There's really not much left at this point. I mean, especially now that we know that battleships can just show up in Phase 4 and seem to go down like absolutely nothing. Oh, hello, sir. Excuse me, why do you get a shot? You're busy getting miniguns, sir. Alright. Put you there. Put you there. It's a little bit risky. Alright, I think we got this. And I've said it before, I'll say it again. Not here for the logistical side of things. Always really like the gameplay part of it. Come on, shield guy, you can get here eventually. This guy's getting his cardio in. Gonna be ready for hitting the beach once I get back. Gonna be walking along the beach like, oh, hello. That's not a tree trunk, that's my leg. Alright, comms room. Gonna take the risk of not looking around. There, okay. Felt fairly confident that since there was no doorway here that we're probably just going to be looking at a one-way street, but never hurts to... Well, yeah. In that case it would have hurt to check because I wouldn't have reached the door. Now I go for the 6 tile. See where you can send me your save file and I can change it for you. Well, I don't want to be able to absolutely get everything, but I guess it depends on how extreme it is. Splat. Now what kind of door are we looking at here? Yeah, it's a blowback door. Alright. But yes, where would I be able to send you a safe file out of curiosity? Also, be right back. Alright, and back. Let's see. Can change whatever feels reasonable. I mean, for the moment, I think it's kind of balanced out. We'll see. It's hard to say for sure. Alright, we'll just let that linger for a moment. Breathe it in. Yeah? Kind of a bad idea to have a Russian guy away in the back, but it's okay. Have our shield over here soon. Basically gonna have shield in the middle. This one's eventually gonna go back, so there's that. Alright. And a little bit of a random note, speaking of random bonuses. So, standard AoE 2 story, just for the hell of it. Was pretty happy yesterday, so I've been going through and trying to figure out all of the all the new civs and stuff that they added, because as much as I love that game, I never got so into it that I memorized all the bonuses or anything else. But there was a mod that somebody had put together that basically gives you all of their bonuses and all of their little quirks and things like that just on your UI, so you can pretty comfortably play through random matches and things like that. So anyway, what ended up happening? There was the Malians who I'd never tried before. So assholes, if you end up buying the thing for them. So I'm thinking like, okay, that sounds pretty cool. I don't know what else I'm gonna do that match because it wound up being a 3v3 and I was in the middle. Was sending spears over and whatever else to go help people with their raids and whatever else, but there wasn't too much that I could do on my own because the units were kind of okay, but nothing special. So I figure, okay, let's try the thing out. So I go build like 50 town centers and a giant trench wall. Yeah, I forgot to wait. That's kind of... Alrighty. Off for no reason. Alright guys, I don't know what that's all about. Stuff's just being all janky connection-wise, I guess. Alright, and away we go. Eventually. Once it decides to load. Eventually. Alright. On that. So I'm certain we already have one of those. With just Comcast being weird, or is it this side always being? So apparently, Chief Engineer, that's a new one. Very new. We've gotten a Terror Warrior. We actually got. Let's see. Actually, I know what I'm. Oh, okay. It's finally working. It's lag. Pretty. We all easy revenge after. What the heck? And hopefully it didn't just